You are going to try to help your family. You're going to try to provide for your friends and your significant other and all these other people who need that in their life, who need you. Maybe, just maybe, life isn't all about you. Maybe, just maybe, it's not. Maybe, just maybe, it's about being able to communicate to others that you are able to help them. Sticking out your hand in order to grab it and pull them back out of the system that's pulling them away from the endless potential. Yet you are not doing that. You are like everybody else, a space monkey being used for everybody else's agendas and everybody else's missions. But if you had the right communication, telling the truth, speaking as you had to speak, only then would you allow yourself to reach the potential to give other people the opportunity to reach theirs. Hi, I'm Walker, and welcome to Walker Wisdom, the home and main channel of the Walker Wisdom Show. So I've talked about on this channel the universal link being competition. Competition is what links us all, because whether it's us competing for love, competing for knowledge, competing and seeking and going after things that allow us to compete better and live life more fully. While we are doing all that, and that fundamentally the universal link is in fact competition, there is a universal key, a universal answer. And that, in essence, is communication. Communication is the universal key. The key to success, the key to getting what you want, the key to finding out what it is that you want. Communication. Think about a situation where anything has gone wrong, gone right, gone how someone wanted it to go. Had the situation flourish exactly how they wanted to, and think about what led up to it. Think about it. Truly think about it. The way they communicate, my friend. If you want a relationship to flourish, you have to communicate. You only get the relationship that you allow yourself to receive. You are going to receive bad if that is the only thing you allow yourself to receive. If the communication you give is absolutely horrendous, possibly, and most of the time, the relationship that comes out of it is horrendous. If you are trying to win a competition, if you're trying to win a match, if you're trying to outsmart someone, if you're trying to do anything and you have the wrong communication, it will never work out. War alone, the most destructive and fundamental means to societal breakdown and to breakdown of us as a humankind. War mostly happens because of a lack of communication or the wrong communication. If the communication you are having with or alongside someone isn't for their best interest, what is the point? What is the point? I can talk all day, I can communicate, my friend, but if they're not using it, or I'm not using communication to make any situation any better, what is the point? At that point, I'm using a very powerful weapon of mine, my mouth, my words, in order to not benefit the outcome of me or my adversary. Now, I'm not trying to help my adversary, but I certainly would want to be helping myself or helping others. So if you are going to try to find what is it that's wrong with this situation, it's communication. My business is not doing well. Think about how you're communicating and think about what communication means. Communication can mean how you're promoting your business. Communication can be how your employees talk about your business behind its back. When the silence is upon them, and they are sitting there in their bathrooms, and they're sitting there on their phone calls with their friends and close family, think to yourself about how communication is helping you, or not helping you. Think about when you're in school, and about how communication can help you then. When you didn't know the answer to your problem, when you didn't think that you could figure anything out, I want you to remember that you had the audacity to not ask a question. Or better yet, you didn't find the right way to ask that question. Or better yet, you didn't find the right people to get into in order to communicate the exact thing you had to communicate in order to get the answer. Communication is key. Think about the true divider of society. If we could all translate each other's languages, we wouldn't have no issue. And when I say languages, I mean body language as well. I don't just simply mean the mouth of the jive. I don't simply mean the speak of the speak. Sometimes I mean the voice of unheard action. Or the unheard action's voice. And what is that? How you represent yourself. Communication is key. If you represent yourself in a bad light, in a bad way, that is horrible communication. How dare I greet you without a handshake and saying hello, and without providing you with enough information to feel comfortable in my presence? That's on my part bad communication. Bad communication on your part is when I do all those things, and you act like an NPC, and you look around and you shake and all that. And this is a business setting we're talking about. Think about in a daily setting how your communication is affecting you. Maybe the way you are asking for the stuff you wish to have. Have you thought for a second that too is bad communication? Have you thought for a minimum of 1 second yet about how the things that you're doing is bad communication? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Well, you don't communicate to nobody that that's what you're doing. You don't have to speak it sometimes. Sometimes actions speak louder than words. And if actions speak louder than words, you are communicating less than what you could be doing. You say you're going to do this. You say you're going to do that, but you do not. You do nothing. I give you all the information you need. Communication is key, yet you are not listening. How dare you say you're going to try to become this, this, and that? You are going to try to help your family. You're going to try to provide for your friends and your significant other and all these other people who need that in their life. Who need you. Maybe, just maybe, life isn't all about you. Maybe, just maybe, it's not. Maybe, just maybe, it's about being able to communicate to others that you are able to help them. Sticking out your hand in order to grab it and pull them back out of the system that's pulling them away from the endless potential. Yet you are not doing that. You are like everybody else, a space monkey being used for everybody else's agendas and everybody else's missions. But if you had the right communication, telling the truth, speaking as you had to speak, only then would you allow yourself to reach the potential to give other people the opportunity to reach theirs. Communication, my friend. The way you post yourself, the way you put yourself in a situation, the way you give yourself out, that is communication. You are self-advertising yourself. That is a form of communication. If you are not communicating right, then nothing else will be left. Listen to that again. If you are not communicating right, nothing else will be left. New quote of mine.